This is the second video in a series where I show you how to set up your portfolio in myInspections for a manager or team plan. In the last video, I showed you how to set up some checklist templates to get all the different areas set up that we'll want on our two different types of inspection or property templates. We're going to have two property templates, one for residential properties and the other for retail properties. So we set up a keys and remotes, and that's going to go on our residential properties along with some of the inbuilt checklists that we have set up for you here. And then we set up a series of checklists which are focused on the retail portion of the portfolio. So let's move to it. So we're currently in the checklist section of the site. We need to switch over to setting up property templates. Let's start with setting up a property template for our residential inspections. All we need to do is click the new button, and we're going to give it a name. So we're going to call this one residential, let's spell it right, residential standard. You can name it what you like. And there are two ways that we can do this. We can either add areas manually here, where we would add a room, let's say bathroom, and add checklists items as we want to go. However, we already set up some checklists and have some inbuilt checklists to do this. So instead of doing that, I'm going to cancel this room and we are going to import our checklists instead. So if we go here, we can see that the keys and remotes section that we put on the that we built last time, it appears here. So let's click that and upload that, and let's also import all the other sections that we'll need from the starter template. So this property is going to have a kitchen, an entrance. We'll base it off a 2-bedroom house, so let's put in 2 bedrooms. And you'll see that they'll, when there's two spaces that have the same name, we'll add a number at the end automatically. 2 bedrooms, there is a bathroom, there is a hallway that connects everything. And let's also add a yard. What else? A lounge. Every house has a lounge, and this property also has a garage. Alright, and if this is not in the order that you want it in, we can change the order to suit. So we're going to put the entranceway and yard are going to be first, because we probably see those on the way in. So let's pop them up to the top here. Entranceway, hallway. And I'm going to put the keys and remotes to the end of the report, because it's going to be one of the last things that we check. And that's that. That's our residential checklist. If we go back to our templates, we'll see that that template now appears here, and we can see that this currently isn't being used by any properties. Next thing we'll do is we'll set up our retail checklist, our retail template. To do that, we do the same thing. Alright, so now we have our retail standard template here with a store exterior, the shop floor, storeroom, office, bathroom, and a staff room, and that looks all good to me. And now if we cruise back here, we can see that we now have our two property templates all ready to go. These templates will now be available in the app, which we could apply to inspections when we're out doing an inspection. Otherwise, they're really helpful in the next step in the process, which is when we import your property portfolio. So if you want to see how to input your property portfolio and then apply each of these templates to those inspections, join me in the next video where I'll be covering that off.